in gliders initially. And then once they master the gliders, we move them up into a motorized glider, which is a little more complex, and finally into an airplane, which is quite a bit more complex.
So with the glider, I mean, it's all based on forward motion and how you adjust your...
Yeah. There's only a couple of basic controls in the glider. That's the stick and rudder and the air brakes. And beyond
the air brakes, that sounds good.
It slows you down, brings you down for a landing. And they're necessary for landing because the glider in lift wants to stay up, it resists coming down. You need a way to bring it down. So you can see that there's not that much to teach, you know, as far as the basics of flying.
But to allay the fear of a parent who says, boy, a car, I can understand a car because it rolls along, and as long as you don't crash into that tree or another car, I'm probably going to be okay. But coming in at this three-dimensional angle to land gracefully sounds dangerous. What would you say to a parent like me?
Well, with the proper training, it's not dangerous. It becomes routine. We literally do dozens and dozens of landings before anybody solos if they're starting from scratch as a pilot.
Okay.
And any flight school will tell you that landings are done over and over again until they've not only gotten the landing, but they are able to deal with, we set up emergency scenarios. A savvy instructor can be very good at that, at setting up a situation where the student really has to deal with an emergency. Too low on the approach, too high on the approach, too fast, too slow. We purposely set up approaches that way, watch how they handle it, and we can do that repeatedly until we know that they can handle it.
So not as dangerous as I might think. Suzy, I'd like to turn to you now. Your history in this, I know that you guys have been a partnership here making this happen. What can you share with us on the history of the business?
Well, what happened is at the business, I own a Piper Pawnee 260. That's a top plane.
So you fly the toes and he flies the gliders?
No.
Okay.
I keep my feet on the ground.
Okay.
She helps a lot with maintenance, and she helps a whole lot with the whole Scouts program.
Okay, thank you.
Now, what I do is I make sure that the kid have lunch, that they behave properly, they stay out of trouble, there's no danger to them. Those kids are my kids. I don't allow nobody to come too close to my kid or get too familiarized with them. Another thing is, that's the way we wind up as a partner, because I have the North Shore Aircraft Leasing Company.
Okay.
Because I'm part two airplanes we be partner on it. And then the Piper is all mine. That is an irrigation plane.
Crop duster.
Crop duster.
Common parlance. Crop duster.
So that's for fun.
But it's been modified for towing gliders.
Okay.
Yeah, and it does a very good job.
So you've got a fleet of airplanes down at Dillingham Airfield, right?
Yes. As a matter of fact, in 2008, the Army was conducting a program
anti-terrorism.
Anti-terrorism
training.
And I find that
you got to be the guinea pig, so they
well, they borrowed her
They
plane.
find that I have the plane that I needed, and it's the only one in the islands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for that matter, they use it, and they use his hangar. They have the Hawaiian Historical Aviation. That's a non-profit World War II pilot. So, like you see, we be jack of all trades.
Yes.
We try to do a lot of programs, really.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So let's go back to now. You're based out of Dillingham Airfield, and you've been there how long?
About actually I've been coming out here for 15 years, but for a while there, I was back and forth, running my flight operation in California, flight and maintenance, and coming out here as often as I could, and fixing gliders and flying as much as I could for the other companies that were already out here. Because I have a specialty, which is repairing composite aircraft.
Okay, good. Hey, now Grant, bringing you back in on this, the explorers that you've got going, the police enforcement, you don't, do you overlap, and do you do flying? You can bring them out there? And
Oh, no. Well, actually, after meeting him today, we would actually like to invite some of our kids out there to really to look at this aspect of a different career choice.
And we'd love to have our kids visit your
absolutely.
post. And that's part of what Explorers is all about, is giving the kids the exposure. You know, they're young. At 14, a lot of them don't know what they want to do. and let them try some things and
I
say,
think at 40, a lot of people don't know what they want to do.
I did in some ways. I mean, I knew I wanted aviation, but
It's always good to
I didn't know exactly.
correct, like an airplane, right? Always
Yeah,
correcting.
right.
Yeah. So, how can the community, I guess, you guys provide a lot of free flying opportunities for kids. How can people who are watching this show, I know this seems like we're in a living room having a conversation, but people are watching this. How can they help out if they wanted to participate or support? Do you have a website or a phone number? Or,
Yeah, we do.
How would they get a hold of it?
It's acroflightinternational.com. My personal phone is area code 808, of course, 228-0445. But I want to say something about our volunteers. We have the most amazing bunch of volunteers. These are people that are some of the most amazing and great people I've ever met. We have volunteer flight instructors. We have volunteer construction workers that
So
help us build.
without
Yeah.
them, you're nothing anyway.
Without volunteers, we would never have gotten the program as far as it's gone. And we want to take it a lot further. Some of our crying needs right now, we need people with building experience to help finish our roof overhang that overhangs our deck. We had a lot of volunteers help on the deck. We had volunteers help re-roof our facility. We have a very nice post facility now that's got a great classroom in there that we use with our Young Eagles and our Explorer Scouts, and we want to improve that. We want to improve the classroom, improve the facility. One of our big needs, and we're working on it, I already have some of the parts for it, is to build a flight simulator so that when they're waiting for their turn to fly, they can sit there and fly on the ground.
Yeah.
And so anybody with that kind of experience...
They should dial what number again? Say it nice and slow so they can write it down.
Okay, 808.
Give my number.
228-0445. And
Okay.
Suzy's number is 221-4480, and that's a Waialua number. They're both Waialua numbers.
Perfect.
Now,
And
anybody
the
out
website
there,
again, I want to make sure we get
Yeah.
this. It's Acroflight.
International.
ACCR
ACRO
ACRO
FLIGHT
flight dot
International. International. part of it.
Acroflight
It all runs together.
International, one word.
.com.
.com. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, before I forget, do you folks have, how would they get a hold of you for the law enforcement programs?
You can look at the HPD website. I believe it's honolulupd.org.
Okay.
And they can just scroll down to the Community Affairs
Community
division.
As you mentioned, that's the DARE program.
Yeah, and it should
the
bring, they should have the
PAL
links to
sports,
the
and the-
information of our division. And also my direct line would be 808-529-3908. And you just leave, if you have any questions, just leave a voicemail if you have any interest in our program, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good contact. We've got a few more minutes on the program going here. What I would like to do is there is something, because I have been out to your place and I have seen how you guys do a great job. When we were there, they've got a little mini campground next to the airstrip, and they had the Boy Scouts out there, and you provide the camping facilities, right?
Yes,
the kids
they,
just got to
they
show
camp,
up.
They,
Well,
they,
yeah,
they
I wanna-
camp that night for Friday and Saturday, and left on Sunday, Sunday morning.
One other thing I want to say about that is I want to give thanks to the airport division. That's a state office
Okay.
right at the big international airport because they've been very good about allowing us the use of the airport facilities for these events. So special thanks to Jim Pratt at the airport division and Bobby Ramos for their continued support of our Scouts activities and Young Eagles activities. Without them, of course, we wouldn't be able to do that either.
And
So-
before I go on to this, I wanted to if you could share also, you'd mentioned that there was somebody who, a graduate of your program, who's gone on and really excelled.
Sean Lee, local kid,
Sean Lee,
has
yeah.
done very well. He's got all of his ratings now. He comes in and he flies for us as a paid pilot when he's not in school. Summertime, he comes in and flies for
And
us.
that young man
He'll be
is
back.
he's gonna be 21 in July.
And he wants
So
to
he just
go into,
graduated from the program and
Yeah.
he's completely checked out. On,
Yes,
and
he's another thing that Sean Lee have. Not only he have leadership, but he also, when he's flying for us, every kid that come in contact with him fall in love with him.
yeah,
He's
they
got
want to
that
be a
magic.
pilot like him.
he's got that aviation magic.
Another thing
Yeah,
is that
he's their hero.
he offered them, I'm gonna rent a plane. I'm going to Molokai with my family. Who wanna go?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to go? Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
But I want to mention
that's a
something too
wonderful
about Sean
opportunity.
Lee. He actually now is studying aviation law. So He's going to be a leader in the Hawaiian community, definitely. I mean, I have no doubt about it.
Also,
This is our whole goal, to get these kids when they're young and to give them the feeling that we believe in them, we expect the best of them, and we have a very positive attitude toward their futures. That's what we want to do.
That's
We want to
tremendous.
empower them.
And on that, this is a certificate from the House of Representatives of the state of Hawaii. We've got many of the representatives have signed on with us. We've got a pretty good support on that. And this acknowledges the work that you guys have done. It's lifetime service to the community with the young Eagles and the acro flight programs that we've discussed. So I just really wanted to take this moment to commend you guys on television and
Thank
you so
congratulate
much.
you guys
You bet.
for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Will you guys please accept
She
that?
deserves it.
Thank
Most
you.
of it. She does, really. She does
Yeah.
all the hard work.
well,
I get to fly. I
these
get to
are-
have the fun.
well, but I'm like the kid. He is my hero. So
She's my hero, really.
he, both of us, they usually say the husband and wife 24 hours together is no good.
But that's
It's
what works.
it's us.
Can't have it any other way.
I
with
think
you
it's
guys.
because
We cannot.
you
We
know,
work better
yeah.
together. Him in the airfield, me at home.
Right.
We have better communication
That's-
at home.
I wanna-
It help us
yeah.
a lot.
I want to give a special thanks to one of the airplane owners, his company actually, that has contributed their aircraft selflessly for years since the beginning of our program. A lot of people have done it, but they are really outstanding, and that's a company called Terapac Imaging. They do aerial survey work, and they have really supported our program tremendously.
Yes, well,
And
without
that's-
them,
Yeah,
Well, thank you
we
very
would-
much.
yes.
Thank you. Thank them.
Wow.
Grant, would you like to we're coming to that moment now. Any
Oh.
closing comments or thoughts that you'd like to share with our audience?
In conjunction with Suzy and Steve's program, I think the Explorer program is a great program for 14 to 20-year-old youths. There's so many different avenues of Explorer posts out there, from law enforcement to aviation, fire, culinary. It just gives the kids out there in the community a great choices of selection they can pick and what career path they decide to go through. And I think the Explorer program, in conjunction with the Boy Scouts of America, has been
That's
a great
great.
asset to our
The
community.
Boy Scouts of America Aloha Council, and that should be easy to find
Right.
by anyone who wants to get involved in
also
local
it's why they
PACs.
call the program Learning for Life,
Mm-hmm.
because they want to get in touch with the kid before they get out of high school.
Yes.
This way the kid know what he want to do.
They
And
know,
it's
and
the
they know
same
that
way-
you have to apply yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
and not
You don't,
only
it doesn't
that,
just get handed to you.
in the aviation business also, they don't have to be a pilot. They can become an IA
Right.
mechanic. They can become air traffic controller and communication.
Island Air has a
Right.
program like
There are
that.
many things, but thank you so much.
You bet.
Thank you very much for being on this show, and we're going to close now. I just wanted to thank our guests for being here today. Again, this is the second installment in Gil Gets It Done, a show featuring North Shore Oahu issues, themes, projects like this that deserve some well-earned attention and support. There's so much going on in the North Shore. It's a great honor to represent our district, because every week we're learning more things. We're having great aviators, we're having great farming activities, we've got librarians of the year and teachers of the year. It is really a great district, so thank you. It is a pleasure being a representative, and I look forward to seeing you folks on the next
Thank
show.
you
Thank you
for
very much.